Okay, this is Nate. He's a 7.8U. Um, First, I want to be very clear that he's doing an extremely good job, and everything that's about to follow are just some things that he can work on intermittently to become even better. This is an outstanding stretch position. He's doing a good job of developing that lever. You see a good barrel load here. That's adequate. And this is a nice no stride position with his feet where they are. So everything there looks great, okay? Um, he could have a little bit more posture, which is his head over his feet, but that's a minor complaint right now. This ball drop is outstanding. You'll see he's learning impulse, okay? You'll see the hand open here. And the second the hand opens, you'll see his foot slam and his hips open, which is great. I mean, this is just fabulous that he's learned this in the short amount of time that he's been with us. This is what implicit drilling does. Implicit drilling gets kids to do things that you want them to do without knowing that they're being taught these very complex hitting cues. When you do this implicit learning, it takes difficult and sometimes complex hitting notions or instruction, and it blends it into an easily digestible formula for the kids to understand. So basically, we've taught him to fire his hips first just by doing this. You'll see that as soon as the ball drops, you'll see his foot slam down here, okay? And when that happens, you'll see good flexion in the front knee, and his hips are open. So his hands aren't coming to the ball first. He used to drive his hands to the ball first, but he kept missing and missing and missing the ball. So what his body has learned to do over the last 3 weeks is that, okay, this isn't working, so maybe I should listen to Coach Paluski and keep my lever, which is this thing here, and just pull with my back. We call that front side pull, that back scapula, that back shoulder there, okay? So he's pulling here, and that's going to allow him to be faster. See, the straight arm stays. That front arm is not flexed. I'm sorry, it's not bent. That's flexed a little bit, but that's where that comes from, just from doing this drill. So just by doing the ball drop drill, he has learned through repetitive drills. I give these guys drill packs to do at home every week. And just by doing that, he has learned that his hips fire first and that he should keep his lever, okay? So there's a good contact point. You'll see the barrel's traveling up slightly. He loses a little bit at contact. Something we haven't worked on surviving impact too much yet. You see a little posture here. Again, this is something that can be better. And this is what I wanted to talk about and why I sent the other videos earlier as a precursor. His finish stops here, okay? And you'll see his body actually drifting forward here, where his head is past his midpoint, okay? We would very much like his head to be right around here, okay? So for that to happen, he needs to push into the ground more with this foot, okay? So you see very little roll here when he slams down, okay? Very little, if any. So right now his rotation is stopping there, and you'll see that he's able to pick himself up with his front foot. What we would like to see, like in the Agon video that I just posted, after he finishes here, or especially the video of Joey and Ben Barnott, what I'd like to see after here is this bat continue to travel, okay? And what makes that possible is that these hips continue to turn and turn and turn, okay? So this bat will come down here, okay? And this leg here will finish somewhere over here on the plate if he's rotating properly. I'm very glad you sent me this video. It's a point of emphasis for us this week. But again, I'd really like to highlight that there are a lot of really great gains that he's made early on. It's only been about a month, and I'm very impressed with them. But, you know, we want to make sure that we're constantly striving to get better, constantly striving to have the more perfect swing. And so by me just kind of introducing some of these other things to help, he's going to be more powerful and more consistent with contact. But I think Nate is doing a heck of a job. Okay, that's a great power position. He's got that bat flat through the zone. Good impact position. We'll work on surviving impact. You'll see his barrel leave the good through position there, and then he stops himself there. But again, a lot of the things we talked about, really, really good stuff, and the stuff that we need to work on, we will on Tuesday, and I have some more things for him to do to help correct that. But I just thought I'd give you this feedback to show you kind of where we are right now, what I'm thinking with his swing. And the last thing I'd like to say is I hear some clapping in the background, and that's very important because no matter what, the biggest mistake we make as parents is we sometimes get upset with the result of the play, the result of the hit. We get too excited about it in our praise, and we definitely get too excited about it with our criticism. So what I always like to say, and I picked this up from Coach Wagner, is to applaud the effort. If he's swinging 110%, and he looks like he is, okay, then you need to applaud that effort, because if you do that, he'll give it to you time and time again. It's got to be fun, and he has to feel like he's building something, okay? He's putting those Lego blocks down that we talk about. Get some blocks down today, get some more blocks down tomorrow, some more blocks down on Wednesday, and pretty soon you got a castle, and that's what we're after. But that encouragement, that positive encouragement, applauding how hard he's working will go a long way, and I was happy to see that in the video. So great stuff, and I'll get this out to you guys tonight. Thanks.